How do you prioritize these meetings out of curiosity? Because there's so many, like, I mean, I could come up with a list even for your company right now, 100 things maybe you have to do tsunami meetings on or something, right?
We just ask, I throw them out there. I do one a month with my leadership team.
Got it.
My leaders tend to do one a month.
Curious how do you actually really
and it's a little loosey-goosey.
shove it in there? Like there's so much always going on in companies. It's like, like there's all these amazing ideas, but how do people actually do it? Like and actually insert it into their companies.
Another fun thing to do is to actually give them a fake problem to think about first in a meeting, and then say, and do for 15 minutes. And then say, cool, now guess what, I do have a real problem now.
Yeah.
And now let's talk about that, because you've gotten their brains thinking creatively, exercising, this is a safe place, no one's gonna call me an idiot if I have this crazy idea or whatever, right? You set the stage. And so it's just a good exercise because people don't actually practice.
Yeah.
So there's a great book David Marquet wrote called Turn the Ship Around. And he actually...
And he's one of the people that actually promoted you, by the way.
Yeah, and he had him on the radio show. He's a fantastic guy.
He's huge.
Huge. And he was inside of a submarine, right? He's the captain of a submarine ship. And here he is in this military organization where if you tell someone to do something, it's command and control, right? Take the submarine down. Person say, yep, you're the captain, I'll take it down.
Dive.
But someone should say, there's a rock below us, captain. I don't think someone should be able to say, I don't think that's a good idea. And he noticed that his staff wasn't good at that.
Yeah.
So he started intentionally practicing. He'd bring them in and have them practice telling him fake bad news.
Yeah.
And people had a really hard time. I've had that with my staff. Hey, just pretend you have to tell me we just lost our best client.
Yeah.
They can't do it because they've never thought about it, right?
Yeah.
And so you'll notice people will avoid bad news. They'll avoid telling you what you need to hear.
See, I love that. Like, okay, that's what I love about you, Chris. Like, I'm just meeting Chris today, really for the first time, like literally. So you just start, you know that you know inside of you, like when you spend enough time with enough entrepreneurs, like those who actually really give a crap, like, and like it just comes out of you, like all the books you've read, all the things you've studied, like all the pain you've had, like you've digested it inside of you.
Right.
Because right now it is just like a wellspring right now of like all this stuff coming up, and you can just feel it, like it's.
Yeah.
I mean, like what we're learning today from this person is amazing. Like this is amazing content for entrepreneurs or anybody that really wants to run their organizations at a whole nother level. So when did you work with him or something, or did you hire him, or you just read his book, or had him on your podcast?
I read his book, did his workbook, we started digesting his things,
Yeah.
and I immediately said, hey, I got to get this guy on my radio show.
Yeah.
And I've had him on a couple times, and just from those small interactions, learning from him, right, has just been amazing.
That's so rad.
He does a lot of stuff. He's connected with Simon Sinek. I haven't been able to bridge the getting to Simon Sinek thing, but he's really, really good. I think, again, you talked about someone who's lived it, right? This guy took the worst performing submarine in the entire fleet, right, and made it the top performing one by changing the entire way he did his leadership, right? By taking these lessons and taking a new approach. And not trying to go in and just muscle it, right? What's a different way I can do this?
I love that he did that. Like, do you know Mark Kohler by any chance? Lead with Purpose.
Okay, yeah.
He's down in like Encinitas area or whatever. He was the same thing, a submarine captain. Okay. We actually brought him into our organization for like a year, working about 25 hours a week, just to get daily huddles, weekly meetings, quarterly planning, and the execution of that to like really stuff in that concept. So like we, again, constantly bringing in outside people to shove new ideas into the organization, and then either people love it or hate it, but like it's like, but then they sooner or later they embrace it, because it's one thing to just read the book, it's another thing to actually try to really figure out how do you digest and apply to your life. Like the simple thing, my only goal every day is just go walking 2 miles a day. And my life's really good. As soon as I get off course, I go off course quickly. All of a sudden what happens is I do the walk and the veggie drink. Like those are two of the most important things, right? And like if I don't do it, I'm doing good for 1, 2, 3 days. But by the day 4, my life starts going shoo, all like randomly. Like trying to find those simple disciplines in an organization that just keep you on track.
Right.
Like I love the walking thing. It keeps me energetic. It keeps me healthy. Then I do my supplements, and then I drink more water, and I'm drinking less coffee, and I'm more energized, and I feel better about myself, and I look better. I'm more consistent.
Right.
And these little daily habits within an organization, the cockroach meeting, the ostrich meetings, the tsunami meetings, like creating these things inside of a culture and applying it, like you can feel it come out of you. And when you do that, it really does change the way companies operate. Little things really end up doing, like daily huddles was a big thing for us.
Right.
Like getting people to have conversations and not assume, like we did Crucial Conversations. We do it every year now. And just that one book was a huge breakthrough for the company where people like really own it and they're not assuming anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, that's why these things are so powerful. So.